with the sharpening. Did you have any other thoughts on that?
I don't think so. I did get my square ground in.
Did you?
So, yeah, David Thompson was he'd never even seen one. He was inspecting that thing pretty close in a tool trailer, so he's ready to try it out down in Florida.
Yeah. Well, that's what we carried for all the logger train. Like I told you last week, I used the Oregon 72CK, which is a semi-skip square ground, and mostly on 24-inch bars, which it's, that chain works really good on long bars because it tracks very straight. You don't get too much movement of the tooth side to side, so you don't get a lot of bar wear. And it's pretty neat. You just carry that one chisel bit file with you, and you got everything to do, and a raker plate, and you've got everything to do your whole chain with it. Semi-skip is, you can't hardly tell the difference in it in full complement, but looking at it from a standpoint of full skip, then on real hardwoods and dried woods, you can kind of feel it chattering a little bit, but it's very, very fast. Show it in the training is the difference between a wood gouge and a V-tool. If you look at a wood gouge as you're sitting there and driving it through, you have to turn it sideways or pick it up to clear the chip out. But with a V-tool, as long as you hold it the same place, and you're driving it down through, you can write your name on the board or whatever with it. And right. So it's there's very little resistance on the side-to-side movement. So it cuts a narrow kerf, and it takes chip out more like a wood plane than a round ground does. I was going to show a little bit more of that video, and you had mentioned something last week about taking the damage off the tooth. And what did you say about that you had started doing?
I'm using a flat file to get rid of the damage instead of trying to round file it all off. It's takes a lot less time. 2 or 3 passes with a flat file will get rid of a ton of damage. Then you can just take the round file and set everything back up and running pretty quick. I used to do just round file, and keep doing that until I got the damage off. And like you said, I worked myself to death.
Yeah. Well, guys that kind of practice it a little bit more, getting the damage off, they'll roll the file up higher, but still a lot of people don't think about that. So it's kind of interesting.